The war in Ukraine is still raging. March 31st, 2026. On the Lyman front, Ukraine's Signum Battalion is back in action, this time with fiber optic FPV drones. No signal to jam, no frequency to block. Just a cable, an operator, and a locked-on target. Watch the Russian soldiers on the screen. Some are fleeing. Others are firing at the drone with everything they have. None of it makes a difference. This is fiber optic warfare, and there is still no countermeasure for it. Even though they try to use the trees in the Lyman area as natural cover, the drone operators know this terrain very well and still target the soldiers by performing precise maneuvers. In the Huliaipol sector, a group of Russian assault troops moves into a building. 8 soldiers, taking cover inside. It seems like a safe position. Solid walls, concealment. But they've been seen. An FPV kamikaze drone locks onto the structure. It moves in. Fast. No warning. No time to react. The drone strikes. The explosion tears through the building. Part of the structure collapses. What looked like cover turns into a target. If even buildings can't protect you, where can you go? These combat footages come from multiple points along the front line. Donetsk, Pokrovsk, Lyman, Sumy, different locations. Same reality. Russian soldiers being targeted one by one. From above. Drones are everywhere. Hunting, tracking, striking. And this isn't just perception. On today's battlefield, drones are responsible for the majority of casualties. In some sectors, up to 80% of losses are caused by drones. And the scale is massive. Thousands of drone missions, every single day. Hundreds, even thousands of drones, operating across the front. Now look at the soldiers. They try to fight back. They fire at the sky. They move between positions. But against drones, their only real option is to run or hide. Trenches, shelters, abandoned buildings, none of it is truly safe anymore. In fact, those places often become traps. Positions meant for protection now make them easier targets. And what stands out the most is the condition of these soldiers. Poor equipment, limited support, no effective counter. A clear sign of logistical breakdown on the front line. Because in modern warfare, if you can't stop the drones, you can't hold the line. So think about it. If drones dominate the battlefield at this level, is traditional warfare already obsolete? Ukrainian forces have launched a large-scale offensive in the Zaporizhia region. This time, it's the DIU Legion leading the strikes. FPV drones fill the sky. Dozens of them, deployed across the front line. Russian soldiers, targeted inside trenches, behind cover, anywhere they try to hide. Watch closely. Every strike tells the same story. Vulnerability. Positions that once offered protection now act like traps. Trenches, turned into dead ends. There's no proper equipment, no effective counter, and no way out. One drone after another keeps coming. Relentless pressure from above. Soldiers remain pinned down, unable to move, waiting and hoping not to be seen. But on this battlefield, that's no longer enough. So think about it. If your only cover becomes your trap, how do you survive? This time, a Russian soldier is spotted alone in the Donetsk region, moving through the ruins, unaware. No urgency, no caution, but above him, drones are already watching, tracking every step. Then, he realizes he's not alone. He quickly takes cover. Multiple drones now, in pursuit. There's only one option. He opens fire, shot after shot, aimed at the sky, trying to bring them down. But it's not enough, not a single hit. The drones keep circling, waiting, searching for the perfect angle. Seconds pass, the pressure builds. And then, one FPV drone moves in. Fast, direct, no hesitation. The strike comes suddenly, ending the chase in an instant. This attack was carried out by the 414th Magyar Birds, the most active military unit on the front. 2 Ukrainian soldiers, hands bound, being led away as prisoners. During a sweep of the village of Mern in the Zaporizhia region, 2 fighters were captured by a Russian soldier and were being moved deeper into Russian-held territory. Ukrainian forces spotted the situation and immediately scrambled FPV drones from the Magyar Assault Battalion of the 225th Separate Assault Regiment. Watch what happens next. The Ukrainian prisoners spot the drone coming in. Hands still bound, they break away and take cover inside a ruined building. The Russian soldier moves in a different direction and tries to hide in a basement. The drones follow him in, strike after strike. He doesn't come out. The 2 Ukrainian soldiers, they slipped away from the chaos and made it back. A drone operation that rescued 2 prisoners of war while they were already in enemy hands. Does this change how you think about the role of drones beyond just offensive strikes? Almost $1 million in 1 week turned to scrap metal. UAV operators from the Dnipro 1 and Safari regiments just wrapped up what they're calling a Black Week for Russian drone aviation. An Orlan, a Lancet, a Molniya, a Gerbera, and an Atalmas. 5 different systems, all down. Each one of these isn't just hardware. The Orlan alone carries a price tag of around $90,000. The Zala and Supercam systems run between $70,000 and $100,000 each. Stack them up, and you're looking at close to $1 million in a single week of interception work. While Russia counts the losses, Ukraine is already preparing the next wave of interceptors. When interceptor drone units can destroy nearly $1 million worth of enemy hardware in a week, is this becoming one of the most cost-effective operations in modern warfare? Let us know below. This time, the drone's target is a tank. The drone, loaded with explosives, completely neutralizes the tank with a single strike. The soldier inside the tank was unable to escape. However, it's not entirely clear what model of tank this is. If anyone is paying close attention and recognizes the model, please don't forget to mention it in the comments. Civilians filmed this, and it's hard to look away. A massive mushroom cloud rising over the Nizhnekamsk-Neftekhim Tanako refinery in Tatarstan, one of Russia's largest and most modern oil processing facilities, with a refining capacity of over 16 million tons per year. This isn't just an industrial site. It plays a key role in supplying fuel directly to the Russian military. And this wasn't the first time. Ukrainian forces had already struck this facility in spring 2024, damaging its primary processing unit. They came back, as Ukraine systematically dismantles Russia's energy infrastructure. At what point does economic damage become more decisive than battlefield losses? What do you think?
Пиздец, блин, я хуй его знает, я не знаю, блин.
As of March 31st, 2026, the Frontlines remain locked in constant, brutal combat. In the east, especially around Donetsk, Russian forces continue to push forward in small, grinding assaults. Progress is slow, but relentless. Every meter gained comes at a cost. Ukrainian troops, however, are holding defensive lines under intense pressure, using drones, artillery, and precision strikes to disrupt advancing units before they can fully break through. FPV drones now dominate the battlefield. Soldiers are no longer just fighting each other. They are constantly hunted from the sky. Trenches, bunkers, and even movement behind the lines are under near constant surveillance. In some areas, assaults last only minutes before being stopped by drone strikes. In others, close quarters fighting continues inside shattered positions and ruined defenses. Night offers little safety. Thermal drones and night vision systems allow both sides to continue operations around the clock, turning the battlefield into a 24-hour war zone. Neither side is making a decisive breakthrough. Instead, this has become a fight of persistence, where survival, adaptation, and timing matter more than speed. And on these front lines, every step forward is a fight to stay alive. If you made it this far, drop a comment. Let us know which moment stood out to you the most. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. No agenda, just raw footage and the facts. See you in the next one.